Hello everyone. Today we will learn some basic knowledge about the Indian Penal Code through some MCQs. So without wasting any time, let's start with it. The first question is the fundamental principle of criminal liability is embodied in the maxim actus non facit rem nisi mens et rea. The maxim was developed by which of the following? The options are A. Equity codes, B. Common law codes, C. Sadr Nizamat Code, or D. R.H. Mendocina. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is R.H. Mendocina developed the maxim actus non facit reum nisi mens et rea, which means that an a guilty body needs a guilty mind at the first place. The next question is what does wrongful gain means? The options are A. Gain by lawful means of property which the person gaining is not entitled. B. Gain by unlawful means of property which the person gaining is not entitled. C. Gain by unlawful means of property which the person gaining is entitled. Or D. All of the above. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is wrongful gain means the gain by unlawful means of property which the person gaining is not entitled. The next question is what does wrongful loss means? The options are A. The loss by unlawful means of property which the person losing it is legally entitled. B. Loss by lawful means of property which the person losing it is not legally entitled. C. Loss by lawful means of property which the person losing is not legally entitled. Or D. All of the above. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is a loss by unlawful means of property which the person losing it is legally entitled is called wrongful loss. The next question is the provision of personation at elections under the section 171D of the IPC shall apply or not to apply on whom? The options are A. It shall apply to a person who has been authorized to vote as a proxy for an elector under any law in force. B. Shall not apply to a person who has been authorized to vote as a proxy for an elector under any law in force. C. Does not lead to any restriction under any law in force. Or D. None of the above. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is the provision of personation under section 171D of the IPC shall not apply to a person who has been authorized to vote as a proxy for an elector under any law in force. The next question is dishonestly has been defined as doing anything with the intention to cause wrongful gain to one person and wrongful loss to another under which of the following sections? The options are A. Section 21, B. Section 23, C. Section 24, or D. Section 25. The correct answer to this question is option C, that is dishonestly has been defined under section 24 as doing anything with the intention to cause wrongful gain to one person and wrongful loss to another. The next question is fraudulently has been defined as doing anything with the intent to defraud under which section? The options are A. Section 23, B. Section 25, C. Section 24, or D. Section 26. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is Section 25 defines fraudulently as doing anything with the intent to defraud another other person. The next question is when a criminal act is done by several persons in furtherance of the common intention of all. Fill in the blanks. Options are A. Each of such person is liable for that act in the same manner as if it were done by him alone. B. Each of such person is liable for his own overt act. C. Each of such persons shall be held liable according to the extent of his participation in the crime. Or D, both B and C are correct. The correct answer to this question is option E, that is, under the section 34, common intention, it is also seen that each of such person will be liable for an overt act in the same manner as if it were done by him alone. The next question is, which among these codes is included in the Schedule to Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002? The options are A, Civil Procedure Code, B, Criminal Procedure Code, C, Indian Penal Code, or D, none of these. The correct answer to this question is option C, that is, Indian Penal Code is the code which is included in the Schedule to Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. The next question is, to establish section 34 of the IPC, that stands for common intention, select the following options. The options are A, common intention has to be proved but not overt act to be proved. B, the common intention and the overt act both be proved. C, the common intention need not be proved but the overt act has to be proved. Or D, all of the above. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is to say, to establish section 34 of the IPC, which stands for common intention, the common intention and the overt act both has to be proved. The next question is, section 34 of the IPC stands for what? Options are A, it creates a substantive offense, B, is a rule of evidence, C, both A and B, or D, neither A nor B. The correct answer to this question is option A. That means to say section 34 of IPC creates a substantive offense. The next question is, X and Y go to murder Z. X stood on guard with a spear in hand but did not hit Z at all. Y killed Z. Select the correct option in the above situation. The options are A, only Y is liable for murder of Z. B, X and Y both are liable for the murder of Z. C, X is not liable as he did not perform any overt act. Or D, both A and C. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is, both X and Y are liable for the murder of Z, as they had a common intention as well as they prepared and went to kill and murder Z. The next question is, voluntarily has been defined as an effect caused by means whereby a person intended to cause it or by means at the time of employing those means know and had reason to believe to be likely to cause it. This definition comes under which of the following section? The options are A, section 39, B, section 38, C, section 37, or D, section 40. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is, under section 39, the definition of voluntarily has been given in the IPC as the above. The next question is, under section 45 of the IPC, life denotes which of the following? Options are A, life of a human being, B, life of an animal, C, life of the human being and an animal both, or D, life of either human being or animal. The correct answer to this question is A, that section 45 of the IPC, life denotes a life of the human being. The next question is, under section 46 of the IPC, death denotes which of the following? Options are A, death of human being, B, death of an animal, C, death of a human being and an animal both, or D, death of either human being or an animal. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is section 46 of the IPC, death denotes the death of a human being. The next question is, illegal signifies what or which of the following? Options are A, everything which is an offense, B, everything which is prohibited by law, C, everything which furnishes ground for civil action, or D, all of the above. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is, illegal signifies everything and every action which is prohibited by law. Thank you for listening to this presentation carefully and attentively. Thank you.